Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carol and the name of my channel is My Blessed Nest. Today I am participating in the Spring Home Tour 2020 collab. This collab is hosted by Robin Johnson, and I was happy to be invited by Nicole Northgarden. Thanks, Nicole. A group of us ladies will be bringing you our spring home tour. Let me introduce you to the other participants. I've already mentioned Robin Johnson is hosting, Nicole Northgarden is participating, as well as Jamie from Board or Bananas, Maranda Christine, Erin from Gentle Thrifty Mama, Andrea from Pine and Prospect Home, and At Home with Jillian. All of these participants will be listed in a playlist that I will link in my description box for you. So when you're done watching my video, please go over and check out the playlist and show everybody else some love. If you're coming from my channel, please let them know. And if you're coming over to my channel from somebody else's channel, please let me know whose channel you came from. I'm going to be showing you around to a couple different areas of my home and showing you how I've decorated for spring. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm starting the tour upstairs today. This is our master bedroom, and I wanted to bring some spring in, so I brought in this vintage bird cage that was my mother-in-law's. I added a little ceramic bird inside with some Dollar Tree moss, and he looks pretty comfy cozy there. As always, I added in one of my favorite antique clocks here. This basket is a Longaburger, you know me and my Longaburgers. And I just took some Dollar Tree eggs and painted them some pretty bright colors. They're sitting on a couple of my favorite old books. My husband surprised me with this beautiful cloche with some real flowers and a real butterfly that was preserved in there, and that was back in the early 90s. And then I just have a little doily, and it's all sitting up on top of this case I thrifted years ago. I just love the looks of it. I'm not really even sure what it was used for. And lastly, to round out my vignette, I added this lamp that I found when I was at a garage sale last year. I got it for $5, and to me, it just screams spring. Next, we're moving over to the extra bedroom where the boys stay when they visit. Here's a garland that I made last year, and I made it out of some extra ribbon I had on hand and some felt and some cotton balls. This was one of the first spring crafts I made this year, and I originally had it in our master bedroom, and I decided it would be fun to put it over here for the boys to enjoy. It goes along with the fun, playful vibe I have in this room. I thrifted this adorable vintage chalkboard, and I thought the boys would enjoy it. To decorate the top of the dresser, I brought in this little stuffed animal I had from when I was younger. And then I added these blocks that I crafted for spring. This blue clock I got at a rummage sale. And the globe I thrifted a while back. And it's usually on the dresser because I love it there. The last stop upstairs is in our bathroom, and I decorated my two-tiered tray with these adorable little bunnies from the Goodwill that I got for $1 a piece. And I made myself another garland with Dollar Tree beads and hand lettered the Hello Spring. I also got these eggs at the Dollar Tree and painted them white and then wrote with black Sharpie marker hip and hop. That's my Longaburger basket that I painted white. And then I threw in some milk glass, some flowers, my dad's Menon's talcum powder tin, which I love. And then I found these adorable buttons in my mom's old button box, and they have the original price tags on them. On the top of the toilet, I have this Please Seat Yourself box, which I made, and I can link that for you in case you're interested. And I thrifted the pretty little green pot with the lavender in it last year at a rummage sale. Now we're in the dining room, and I'm super excited to show you how I decorated my hutch for spring. Let's start at the very top. First, I have a new printable that I printed out from Pinterest, and I just have it in a regular 8x10 frame. My little white house is from Target, and then this is a cloche that I have from a clock that I'm not using anymore, and I just set it on a wood base from another cloche. And I hand painted some of my Dollar Tree eggs again, and then I wrapped some of them in twine. My big yellow Pyrex bowl is a favorite. The vase was from my mother-in-law. And this old basket I thrifted years ago and have used it in many different ways over the years. On this shelf, I have a princess glass pitcher that my mom bought me as a special treat years ago. It has a beautiful, intricate design on it. There's one of my Fiesta plates, and then a depression glass bowl from my mom. It's green. Another favorite Pyrex bowl. I love that color. I think it's kind of rare. And then I thrifted these two Corningware dishes. I do use those a lot. Another Fiesta plate, and then this pitcher my dad found in the basement years ago. Here I have a depression glass bowl, and then these two salt and pepper shakers, which I believe are cut glass. So pretty. This is a Longaberger Easter basket, and I have the liner inside. That's the Easter print for that year. My new favorites. This sugar and creamer was my grandma's. My mom gave it to me recently. She said they used it daily on their table. So it really meant a lot to me that I was able to have that from my mom. I recently thrifted these Fiesta glasses. They were 50 cents a piece at Goodwill. And I just thought they brought a lot of spring color to my hutch. And there's a beautiful depression glass platter anchoring that little set. These two bowls are beautiful and functional. Pyrex in my favorite colors, and we use them for popcorn and all kinds of things. We actually use these daily. These little green dishes were from my mom recently, and I do use them daily. I have 3 in my regular cupboard. The cloche is a rummage sale find, and it's sitting on top of the depression glass dishes that my mom recently gave me. I've had these crystal glasses for over 30 years, and I have more in my jelly cupboard. Here's another sugar and creamer that my mom gave me, green depression glass. And then I believe these little Sherbert glasses were my grandma's on my dad's side. My mom can't remember for sure. And then I have another depression glass platter in the back. I've had this little teapot with birdhouses on for quite some time. I recently thrifted this birdhouse. This is what it looked like before and what it looks like after a little bit of paint. Have you caught on that I like pictures? There's a green depression glass picture in the back. I thrifted this $2 bird recently, and he's sitting in a pink depression bowl. On the other side of the hutch, I decided to display my pink clock, and some of my white milk glass vases. Anchoring the right side there is this beautiful piece that I actually gave my grandma for a gift years ago. I think I sent her flowers in it, and then she gave it back to me. Here's a couple quick pictures to show you what my hutch looked like before I started. We took the doors off, took all the dishes out, even took the 2 pieces of wood in front called stiles off. And this is what we ended up with before I styled it. Now I'm moving over to my beverage cart to show you a couple new things I got on my 2-tiered tray. I was at an antique store and found half of a salt and pepper set and it was $4, and I just love this cute little bunny face. Isn't he adorable? The other new item I found was this adorable little sprinkling candle at a thrift store, and it was only 75 cents. I love this adorable printable that says "Bless Our Nest." On top of our jelly cupboard, I have an old thermos, an old scale that was my grandma's, Mr. Bunny, a bit of greenery, and then of course another pitcher, and this time it has tulips in it. Here's where I put my Bless Our Nest pillow, and then I made this little area up that makes me so happy. I bought this vintage Rattle at an antique store, and I framed an old greeting card that my parents gave me that I just adore, the cutest little bunnies, and I roughed up the frame after I painted it white. This watering can was my grandparents', and it brings back a whole lot of happy memories. I've had my mantle decorated for a while, and I seem to be missing something. So I found this wreath thrifting, and I think it added just that special touch that I was missing. I also added a couple stuffed animals in with my little bunny there, a couple chicks. I decorated my coffee table for a collab. I can link that in the cards and below, and I loved it so much that I've left it the same ever since, and I've just been so happy with it. Lastly, I just had to share this cutie pie little bunny that I found at Goodwill for $3. His face is a little misshapen and his flocking is a little bit missing, but I didn't buy him, and I went back and he was still there, so I snatched him up. I hope you enjoyed the home tour. Thanks for joining me. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll link that below. If this was your first time on my channel, please come back. Feel free to look around and check out my videos in my playlist. I'm all about all things home. I love to thrift, I love to save money, I love to decorate, and I love to craft. So if that sounds good to you, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you on board. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.